hope you're all okay. I thought I would do a sit down video today on my birth plan. So with Penelope, she was very much long awaited. I had 2 pregnancies beforehand, so I had kind of quickly in those few weeks that I was pregnant already sort of planned how I'd like to give birth. I had thought about having a baby since I was like, I don't know, 10. I'd sit down and watch the Mummy and Baby channel on Sky, which was like basically like one born every minute, but like 10 years ago. I'd sit and watch them and I'd think about having my own baby, so I have sort of been planning my birth plan since I was a child. That sounds creepy saying that out loud, but I really did. Like, I'd always dreamed to be a mum, so I've had the plan in my head for a long time. I knew I wanted gas and air. I knew I'd probably need gas and air. I knew I kind of wanted to stay away from having an epidural because it just looks super scary, especially from when I was younger. It looked just really painful. I mean, if I needed it, I would have it, but preferably I wanted to avoid it. I didn't mind taking sort of any other drugs. It was sort of just the epidural and a cesarean that I wanted to stay away from. What actually happened was I avoided the cesarean and I avoided epidural as I wanted, but I did have pethidine and I did have plenty of gas and air. I feel like that was a really good combination for me because the pethidine sort of spaced me out a little bit, but not too much, so I could still focus on what I was doing, and the gas and air just really took the edge off the pain. The first course of pain medication I had was some codeine at 5 centimetres, and I don't know when the pethidine and all that happened, I can't really remember. I wanted a really active birth, like I wanted to be walking around, I wanted to get on the exercise ball, I wanted to be really up and go during the whole labour, and preferably not give birth laying down on the bed. I wanted to sort of either do it leaning on all fours or leaning on something on the bed or in the pool. That's another thing, I really wanted a water birth, and I did put that in my birth plan as well, but it just didn't happen because obviously all things went a bit chaotic when I went into the hospital, and it turned out I had OC, the name I'll put here, I can't really remember the long terms for it, but it meant I couldn't entirely stick to my birth plan, which was the active birth, the water birth, all that kind of thing. I had to give birth laying down on the bed, strapped to monitors and stuff, so it meant that I couldn't have the active labour that I wanted. I also put on my birth plan that I wanted skin to skin as soon as baby was born, that I did want to attempt to breastfeed, and that all went to plan. Like, as soon as she was born, she was put straight onto my chest, most special moment ever, and straight away we started to breastfeed, and luckily she did actually latch on pretty well, so it was like she knew what she was doing as soon as she came out. But yeah, I think that was my birth plan. I feel like I'm a lot more confident going into the future for when I do have another baby. I know exactly what I want, I know exactly what I'm going to put down and tell the midwife, because in the first instance I didn't really know what I could do and what I couldn't do, so I think in the future I'll have a lot more of an open mind as to what I want. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you keep up with the rest of our videos on here, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye guys!